All right, so I'm back. So what I was going to ask you is, do you remember or recall the story about? I think it was grandma was at a lake or a house at a lake or something like that, and she had
Mhm.
met a man who was the individual responsible for starting up Krispy Kreme donuts. Do you remember that story?
It seems like I do.
So where was she when that happened?
Lake Tillery, I think.
What's it called? Lake what?
Tillery.
Tillery. And where's that?
That's a lake in North Carolina.
Lake Tillery. Okay.
TillerY, I think. I'm not positive.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I see. It's Lake Tillery, and it is a reservoir in North Carolina. That's how they call it.
Yeah,
And what was she doing there?
fishing.
Fishing. Okay. And how long ago was this? Like, was this several years ago, or was this like
20 years, maybe.
20 years ago? Okay.
Could be
So
something like
okay. So she was at Lake Tillery about 20 years ago fishing. And
that.
how did she meet this guy? Do you remember what his name was?
I don't know. You could ask Mike and Bill and Karen also.
Okay, but she met this individual and was I forget this gentleman. How would you describe him? Was he like an older guy or was he did,
Yeah, kind of older, but I don't have a firm attachment to that.
okay. And was he more involved with like from what I recall, or I don't know if you're able to better describe the story yourself, but he worked with grandma's was it his her father or uncle, or how was that exactly?
I'm gonna take a guess. Manly.
Manly. Okay. So grandma's brother, who owned the bakery? It was Michael Lawrence Howard, I think.
Mike Mike Howard was granddad.
Right. Was he the gentleman who well, he was running the bakery in
Tillery?
no, where was his bakery?
I'm thinking. I'm not so sure. I think it's Tillery, but it could be something different. I don't know.
Because Lake Tillery, I don't. Let me see. Is that a? That's not an area. Is it? It says because what I have here online it says Lake Tillery is a reservoir between Falls Reservoir and Blewett Falls Lake in the Uwharrie Lakes region of North Carolina. It is entirely within Stanley County and Montgomery County, North
Yeah, I'm
Carolina.
not. I don't have details on that, but
Okay.
that's that possible. And you can call people up there to get information from it, and maybe it helps. I don't guarantee it.
Okay, but so how did she meet the gentleman? Was he at the lake there with her while she was fishing, or was she kind of out and about?
Something like that, yeah. But I don't know. It's that was 40, 50 years ago or almost.
50 years ago. I thought
A
you said it
long
was.
time.
I thought it was 20 years ago, and I was like, well, 20 sounds like doable, but yeah, 50 would be quite a
Uh,
while ago.
yeah, I don't know. That's mm,
Okay. Um. So what this guy was he involved in like how did the story go? Was he
uh, the government in North Carolina were trying to help the spread. I don't know. Mike may know.
well the story that I was told was that the guy who had started Krispy Kreme, worked at the bakery with Mike Howard, and his bakery. What was his bakery? Southern Pines or Whispering Pines?
Southern Pines.
Southern Pines. And with his bakery at Southern Pines,
I
he,
think I think so. It could be a little bit off where I'm thinking, but anyway.
well, he was the gentleman who started Krispy Kreme. I believe he worked
Yeah,
with Mike Howard as
yeah.
an apprentice, and
I don't know that part.
well, that's what I recall you telling me before, that he worked with Mike Howard as an apprentice or an assistant baker or somebody there at that bakery, and that Mike
Uh,
Howard had taught the guy who started Krispy Kreme how to make donuts.
okay, that's possible. But I don't know. So that would be back in the 1940s or 50s. But I don't know. Mike, Mike may have memory.
Okay. That okay. And
Okay.
well, what I was trying to, I guess, figure out, because do you recall how long Mike Howard had his bakery?
So I'm thinking 20 years,
About 20 years.
but I don't know for sure.
Do you know what year he opened the bakery by chance? Or around what year?
About 1960, I guess.
1960. Okay, because I remember you said that Mike Howard. Who worked there? Was it Bill and Uncle Mike? Or
No, they didn't do any fishing. I mean, they weren't in on that.
well, who came over to do bake to help with the bakery?
It was from uh, some military guys, I think, who were doing a bakery, but I don't know.
Wait, so what do you mean the military? And how are they involved in the bakery?
Well, I think where they were was Lake Tillery.
Right, but they're what involvement did they have with the bakery itself?
As far as I know, that they got into that about 1950.
Who, Mike Howard or the military?
No, it's probably from uh, Mike was getting out of the bakery stuff. That I mean was getting into the bakery, and Granddaddy knew all the stuff what to do, but your best bet is to talk to Mike. Oh, Mike Howard, Mike McKinnon is your best guess.
Right, but you were telling me before the story that Grandma had went into the lake, and that she met this guy who was, I believe, fishing next to her or was next to her at the lake, and started the conversation. And
Uh-huh.
the guy had asked what Grandma's name was, and she said Lois Howard.
Well, that would be my mother.
Right, and he said Howard, and then he asked her in response if she was related to Mike Howard, and she said
Uh-huh.
yes. Mike Howard is my, and I believe father, right?
Mike Howard was my mother's father.
Right, and then did he bakery at this and such location, and Grandma said yes,
Yeah.
and from there they were talking a little bit about the bakery, about how Mike Howard had taught the guy Let me see if I can find his name here. What is the guy's name is?
Uh,
Guy who started Krispy Kreme.
yeah.
That would be Vernon Rudolph, is what I have here.
Well, I don't know, but that would be very possible. And if you can get past my stuff, he may be able to retrieve it from his brain.
Okay. Well,
all right.
I understand. I got you there. Okay, because I was just wondering if perhaps you remembered anything else involving that, or what ended up like happening, like later.
Well, I was very young then, so I can't help you very much with that. But Mike may be better.
Okay. All right, I understand.
All right.
All right, I just wanted to check
Good
up
luck
on you and
with it.
see if you, by chance, knew what was or knew how that story went.
I think that's the way it was. Mike Howard had the bakery then, just starting it up. That's all I know about it. And it was in Southern Pines, across the street from the bakery.
Well, the bakery was across the street from what? The train station or the movie theater?
It was right across from the bakery.
Well, I understand. You said Mike Howard was right across from the bakery, and
Yeah.
you're phrasing it the wrong way. It's the bakery's across the street from what? And you're supposed to say
railroad.
the railroad. So that's what I was trying to get you to say.
Yeah.
All right.
And Mike was much more older than I. So Mike is your best bet.
Okay, sure. I'll see if I can get in contact with him.
Okay.
All right, but otherwise, you been doing all right?
Yeah, so far, yeah.
Okay. I want to also ask you, so when are you moving?
I don't know. I'm moving into I don't even know how to describe it. I'm moving probably in a week.
You're moving in a week. Okay.
Yeah, and it's yeah. But anyway, you can also talk with Daryl Howard.
Now, remind me, who is Daryl Howard?
Uncle Wallace had 6 kids.
Okay, and who is Uncle Wallace?
Uncle Wallace is my mother's brother.
Okay, so Grandma had. So who is Manly? That's Manly's grandma's brother too.
Manly was the oldest child.
Okay, so Grandma has 2 brothers.
Yeah, I think that's the way it was. Yeah. But Mike is going to give you the best information that I know of.
All right.
I don't really remember stuff.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure, I'll give him a call, see if he'll answer it.
Yeah, just give it a shot.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, good luck with it.
All right, cool. All right, let's see if I can get in touch with Mike by chance. All right, quick check here. See if he'll answer. Don't know if he'll answer at 8:30. If he does, that'd be cool. If not, no problem.
You've reached the residence of Mike McKinnon.
All right, so I think Mike is done there. No worries. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys soon. Hope you all like this video live stream. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, comment down below what you would like to see for future live streams and videos. See you all next time. Take care.